Hello, hello, part three. We are day three, you guys. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited that you are here. If you did not catch part one and part two, if you're here on the replay and you're just joining now and you're like, what is this tap into her tapping experience? I want you to pause this video right now and I want you to go find part one and part two. Okay, because it's not going to make sense. Today is not going to make sense without part one and part two because they build upon each other. Okay, so you're not going to want to miss those two sections, those new two pieces, but make sure you do make it all the way through. And of course, come back to part three because this is us walking through and experiencing my tapping method, the expand tapping method. Okay, and so each piece is very important and very vital. And then today we're going to bring it all together. We're going to activate her energy even more, and we are going to expand our perceptions. We're going to expand our capacity to receive and to hold new results. So exciting. So go and catch part one and part two if you have not caught them yet. All right. So day three, I am so excited. I am so excited. And yeah, I feel like this is going to be a really beautiful conversation because this has been so much fun over the past few days hanging out with you guys. I love reading the messages that you guys send me, the feedback, the like holy shit moments, the like, you know, after day one it was like, like I how did I not realize this before? Or like parts of my world feel like absolute chaos, but like and then coming to these events feels like coming home. It feels like, oh my God, that's why. It's these realizations of, holy shit, even though my world, feels like chaotic in a lot of ways or feels like it's falling apart, it's happening for me. This is opportunity, and that is everything. That is gold. Okay, I'm like lost for words when it comes to like describing something so big. I'm just like, you can't even like put a word to that feeling. So keep them coming. Keep the messages coming. Reach out to me on Instagram. Let me know how this is landing. Leave me a comment below if you're watching on the YouTube channel. Like I love hearing from you guys. And as you can see, like this work really fires me up. Specifically talking about talking about my tapping method. And then seeing you guys tap and seeing you guys implement what we are learning about, integrating this into your life because you're not just here to be entertained. Like, yeah, I'm probably kind of entertaining, right? But that's not the point of this. The point of this is taking what you learn and fucking integrating it and putting it to work, putting it into practice in your life. And that's what you're doing. And that's why your lives are changing. That is why you are transforming. That is why you feel better. That is why the people around you are noticing that you're shining. It's because you are implementing what we are talking about here. Okay, so I love that so much. So yes, keep sharing, keep tagging me on social media at the Jocelyn Dawn. I love all of this. I love the energy of live events. I do feel that I have, like I've been saying, I have been playing with different ideas on the structure of the live events, because just like Alan Watts says, I'm under no obligation to be who I was 5 minutes ago. I don't need to do things how I've always done them, or we don't need to do things how someone else does them. And that's the fucking beautiful thing about life is we get to make our own goddamn rules. Okay. So there is probably going to be some shifts coming up in the near future. Maybe I'm going to try out a different format for our live event in October. And because it really, truly, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, like I know that I am ready to reach more people. And speaking on stages is my fucking jam. And this is my stage that I have created. But creating this stage and then publicly broadcasting it doesn't feel aligned right now. And so, yeah, I'm playing with different ideas on ways that um, I can be more public about these live events. So stay tuned because this is really fun. So anyway, who did the homework? Who did the homework from yesterday? We had three different things to do yesterday. Okay, number one was listening to the inner child quantum healing visualization. How did that go? Okay. Like I mentioned, you probably want to bring tissues, right? That is a good one. That is a good one. And like I have been, I love leading visualizations because I spend a lot of my time in my imagination. I do. Like, maybe you heard me say this before, but like I do believe that my imagination is my most important business asset. It's my imagination, my ability to believe in the unseen. And I know that you have that ability too as a visionary woman. So it's very important that we exercise that. And every time we do, we get better and our visualizations get clearer. Okay, some people, when you're visualizing, you see, right? You actually like see the thing unfolding in your imagination. We're going to do another visualization later today, actually. Okay, some other people, like me, I feel. Okay, we feel if we're asking for guidance on something, it's not, some people also hear, right? Okay, so if we're asking for guidance on something, sometimes it's like, um, like, okay, I've made the decision. Now I'm open and ready to receive. Like, let's go. I'm here to be guided. Some people hear something. Some people see something like, oh, that's a sign, that's a sign, that's a sign. I see signs all the time, right? But I myself feel, and I feel like you feel, like we feel like this is this is the secret. Feeling is the secret. Manifestation is an emotional game. It is an emotional game. So listen to those feelings because that is what we're talking about here. So when you're going through a visualization, maybe sometimes you don't see the thing. You don't actually like see. It will get stronger and brighter and bolder the more you practice because it's like exercising a muscle. And if you have been somebody who up until this point has been telling yourself some old stories of how you are not creative or you don't, I saw someone a while ago now post on social media saying like, I don't have a third eye. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? She's like, I can't see anything on the inside. And I was like, well, that's unfortunate for you. Like that you're going to continue to tell yourself that story. Are you ready to let that story go yet? Because that's when you'll actually start to see things on the inside as she like kind of weirdly put. Um, so the truth is that what we believe will be our truth. Okay. So when you're visualizing, if it's your first time doing these visualizations, don't be making up stories about how you're not good at it or it's not making sense or whatever if like nothing happened or if you couldn't get into it. Okay, it's like, have you ever gone to a yoga class? And I mean, I'm sure all of you have gone to a yoga class, but do you remember going to your first yoga class? I remember when I was in my first yoga class, I was about, let me say, 17 years old, probably 17. And I remember sitting there and like you're in Shavasana. Well, anyway, hold on. Going through the yoga thing and you're in a pose and your mind is like, what the fuck is this? Like, let's get out of here. Like this hurts. Oh my God, this is so hard. This teacher's an asshole. Like, why am I doing this? I'm never coming back. Right. And then you're in Shavasana and your mind is like, okay, here's the 80 million things you need to do after the yoga class. Like, is the Shavasana over yet? Like the monkey mind is like, bam, 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 bam. And you're laying there like your eyes are basically squinting because you're like so tense and you're just like your mind is running, right? So then when you wake up from Shavasana and you like leave the yoga class, you're like, yeah, feels so good. Feels so good, right? But in the midst of it, it's like, what in the hell? But you get better every time, right? You get better every time. Okay, so it's a practice. Okay, so the first time you do the visualization, don't expect it to be like this, like fantastic, necessarily like this big revolutionary thing. Okay, but maybe it was, and that's amazing. So I would love to share in our group chat. Okay, share in if you're registered for this event. Go over into Telegram into our portal, the portal, right? And share in the Tap Into Her thread. Share how the visualization is going. Share what you found. Share what happened. Um, was it intense? Like I wanna know the details. And if you want to keep it more anonymous, just message me directly because I want to know how it went. Okay, so that was the first part of your homework. The second part was your morning and night routine. Okay, and again, this is not like a sergeant discipline routine. This is being mindful and aware of what I am doing, the actions I am taking or not taking, the things that I am avoiding, or the things that I am unconsciously just doing out of habit. That's all it is. It's just becoming aware and choosing intentionally because the truth is that we are the only ones that get to choose what we do. No one else is forcing you to watch that movie and eat that ice cream. No one else is forcing you to open your phone and scroll on social media or sit there and try to tell yourself, I need to post on social media. I haven't posted in 2 days. As you freak out at 9:30 at night, right? No one else is making you do that. You are. Okay. So it's just building awareness. So I am going to, again, continue this conversation. Let's continue this conversation inside of our group chat over on the portal. And this is going to be a big piece of the tapping challenge that starts on the 1st. I am celebrating Anael, Kelty, and Shayla, who are already inside the challenge. And it's going to be amazing. I am still like so stoked about the story that Kelty shared yesterday. Here's some water. Here, take some of my water. Or go ask Sequoia to get you some water, okay? So Kelty's story just like says it all. And I know that Shayla is excited to share her story, her experience of the Abundance Challenge and the Blissiplined Challenge. And she's going to be sharing it inside our portal group chat. So I'm so stoked for that as well. You guys, like, this shit works. This is going to be an incredible experience. So let's get into it. Let's get into today's conversation, okay? Because we've covered a lot of ground over the past couple days. So we started with awareness. Awareness is everything. Awareness never ends. And it gets to be, Rocky's in the flower garden again. Rocky, what are you doing, dude? Squirrel. Oh. It always cracks me up when people like are so serious. And it always cracks me up when people think that they need to be doing things a certain way. And like it honestly kind of makes me sad because like I'm not a mess, but like I am a pretty big mess, right? Like it's not that like I live in like chaos or like I'm like putting on some facade, like I've got everything together, but like I received a message. Sorry, this is kind of a side note, I know. Received a message from a private client yesterday. And she was like, dude, I'm just like, you just got it all together. You just like you're killing it. And I messaged and it was like a voice message, right? And she went on to say a bunch of other things. But my response was like, first of all, I don't have it all together. And I don't think anybody does. And that's the beautiful thing about life. But the fucked up thing about the online world is that people try to depict the fact that they do have it all together, that they are this like, I don't even know what's the word to describe because I'm pretty sure even like queens and like iconic, like multi-billionaires still are real people. It's like we are real people. I have created this life through intention. There's nothing lucky about this. There's nothing that isn't available to you, right? And so I just was laughing because like I'm here leading you through this experience, teaching you about my tapping method that I fucking made up, that I made up out of thin air. Like I received the nudge and the information to put it together. Like I've been tapping for a long time with different people. I kind of made my own little like Mod Podge of like what I would do. And then I've been studying manifestation for years and I have quantum leaped my life multiple times. I coach women in manifestation, in co-creating their best life from the inside out through upgrading their identity. And so I've brought it all together and was like, fuck, I want to call this the expand method because we're expanding. We're like taking up space. We're expanding in all directions. We're getting bigger, bolder, better. And we are creating incredible lives through being the best of ourselves. And, you know, like the piece that, maybe you watching is you're still holding yourself back. You're still telling yourself a story of how it's not possible for you or how you're not ready or you're not there yet or whatever. Or, you're afraid of what other people are going to think. Like, honestly, when I say most people aren't even trying, like most people aren't even trying. Nobody says shit. When you own it and you don't waver, nobody is going to question you, right? I've used this example before. When maybe Nikki, if you're watching, I'm pretty sure we used to do this together. On the ski hill in Fernie, when we used to go in the middle of the night, we had somebody working, I think it was with you, Nikki, anyway. We had somebody working night security at the hotel, and like we would just like fucking walk into the hotel like we were staying there and like go straight into the pool. Like we do that in daytime too. Like you just go in with authority and certainty and you fucking own it and no one's gonna say shit. Like it's like let's go through life in that way, right? Another example is like if you leave your house and you're a fucking mess and you think the world's against you and like you think you're having a shitty day and like you're telling yourself I'm always late. Fuck, there's so much traffic. God damn it, I lost my keys again. Like, quiet down, you guys. Like, why you gotta be so blah, blah, blah? Like, okay. If you think that's happening to you and you go into the supermarket and you're like tromping in there, you got your kids and you're still in your pajamas, basically. How do you think you're gonna be received? Okay. Well, maybe there's people out there that have sympathy for you and are like, damn, she must be having a bad day, Like, sorry for you. But what if you leave your house cool as a fucking cucumber because you worked out, you moved your body, you fueled your body, you got your matcha that you made at home, just how you like it, right? You have cleared your mind, you've done your tapping, you were writing a little bit, conversing with the universe, right? And you just know that life is happening for you. You know that you can't fuck it up. And you know you're exactly where you're meant to be. You know that if there is a holdup on the road, if someone is driving slow in front of you, it's for you because you're not meant to go faster. You're not meant to go, you're not meant to be there yet, right? When you know this and you live in the idea that life is happening for you and you take care of your body as if it is your fucking temple, because it is. If you dress your body in ways that feel so good to you, who cares what anyone else is going to think? I'll wear what the fuck I want. And I feel good. If you leave the house feeling good and you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, oh, I'm so proud of myself, got that like queen crown on, you're just like glowing. And it's not from this place. This is what I think this just popped into my head because I think that we were raised in this like generation where we were told, don't make other people uncomfortable. Okay. Don't make them feel bad. Be quiet. Right. So our tendency is to dim our light. Our tendency, like my client said the other day, yesterday, she's like, I have the prettiest dresses that have never seen the light of day. They live in my fucking closet. Why? Because I care what other people think. Oh my God, let them talk. I want them to talk. Right? If you leave your house dressed like the fucking queen we know you are, then I don't mean you have to like wear intense amounts of makeup. Like I don't. I only put mascara on all the time. And I think that our natural beauty is from the inside out. And when I see women with lots of makeup on, I'm like, oh, your poor skin, man. Let's just fix or heal your body from the inside out. Let's fuel your body properly, lay off the sugar, okay? And glow. And I think that it's so powerful. But how are you going to be received? This is the question. How are you going to be received if you leave your house like that? Okay, and I mean, this doesn't even have to be like, okay, um, no, I'm not even going to preface this. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. How are you going to be received? A lot differently, right? What are you going to attract to you? A lot of different things. Everything's going to line up for you, right? The doors are going to be open for you. Signs of land are going to be everywhere. Signs of land, proof that it's happening. Going to be everywhere. Okay, so bringing it back in, bringing it back in. Started with awareness 2 days ago. Then we went into healing. We dove a bit into the science of tapping, why we tap, how we tap. We learned about the polyvagal theory. Now we're going to bring it all together with activating and expanding. So I shared that example with you. And I always am just sharing stories and my own experiences, my own perspectives with the intention to expand your perception. Okay, so we're not here to stay small anymore. You're not here to stay small anymore. You're not here to continue to hide. You didn't come to this for entertainment. You came here to fucking move, right? To do something differently. So now the ball's in your court. So you're not here to procrastinate anymore. You're not here to worry about what other people are going to think. You're like, I'm here to fucking own it, right? I am ready to tap into her energy. All right. So the truth is that we are here to live a really beautiful life, a really beautiful life. As human beings, we are not here to struggle. We are not here to like live for the weekends or fucking work till retirement. We're not here to grind. Humans have created this society we live in. You know, the school system create the employees to work in the system, to run the system, to, you know, kind of like create this almost like hamster wheel effect in our society. Okay, we understand this. Does that mean that we want to go and be like fucking wild and free and live completely off grid and like not abide to the, you know, the not register into the system and like, you know, not recognize dollars as a currency and like all of these things? We want to just like, no, that doesn't mean that either. That's not what I'm saying. I think that the societal system that has been created is actually really beautiful, but we need to think outside the box. And that's where most people flop because we have been conditioned to believe we need to live a certain way. We have been conditioned to believe that there's only one answer, right? Like we've been talking about. We've been conditioned into believing a billion other things, right? Like, if you want to be successful, you need to work really hard. Entrepreneurship is really fucking hard. It takes a lot of work. What else? I know that there's a million things that are like literally, what else have we been conditioned in? I want you to seriously, from now on, just fucking question everything. It like, am I gonna believe that anymore? Do I really, is that really serving me? And if not, what is? What would I love to believe? Okay. Is money hard to come by? Or is it as abundant as water? Some people say water is limited. Water is not limited. Have you been to Costa Rica? When it rains, I'm pretty sure we can fill a fucking ocean over here. Water is not limited. Okay. Awareness, conscious awareness, consciousness, um, fair government. I'm not into politics. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. Okay. But the reason why a country doesn't have water is nothing to do with the lack of water on this planet. It's the lack of conscious awareness. And usually it has something to do with corrupt government. It's kind of sad, right? So anyway, we're here to live a fucking great life. So whether that means you want to fly private, speaking on stages, owning multiple 8-figure companies with complete time and financial freedom, teams to manage your teams, or whether that means you're building an off-grid mansion in the fucking mountains in Brazil. Like, who cares? What you want, it's yours and it's available. Okay, I said a mansion in the mountains because we're I want you to see that there is so much more available than just enough. Often when women find me, they're in the contrast, which means that they're they're like, I need to do something different. Like I am now aware that this is not working. And like I am no longer okay with these results. Feels like sometimes it's like my world's falling apart, or they're like, I know that I can do better. I know that there's something blocking me, stopping me, of slowing me down in some way. Like people find me when they're in the contrast, okay? What tends to happen when we're in the contrast and when we've been living a life that has been heavily influenced by people around us, like all of us, um, we tend to dream small, right? We tend to dream small. So when I said mansion because I want to help you to push your perceptions, to expand and say, what if, what if it is possible for me? How would that feel? There's a vibration attached to that. Oh, what if I could live off grid in a mansion, right? Who said that I need to make a shack in the woods to be off grid? What if? So, whatever you want, it's yours, but I want you to go bigger. That is what we're here to do today. We're going to expand it. Okay. But it's time to get after it. It's time to fucking go for it. No more just talking about it. No more just dreaming about it. No more of this like one foot in and you're like, yes, yes, I'm on. Like you come to these events, these free events, these like whatever it is. And you're like, I'm so on. This is it. This is it. I feel so alive. I feel so aligned. I feel so inspired and creative. And like, this is it. Now go for it. It's time to own it. Okay. So now I want to give us like a bird's eye view of my method, and then we're going to go into a visualization, okay? Because I want you to understand how this method works and again, how to utilize it in your um in your daily life, okay? So give me one sec. Hey, Sequoia, would you be able to go down and open the gate? I think Andy might be home. Okay, bird's eye view of the expand method. So the core concept of the expand method is to support you in expanding you need the keys, babe. Expanding your capacity to perceive, receive, and hold more. Perceive, receive, and hold more. Okay, so capacity is like your thermostat we talked about yesterday. If we want to create different results, we need to adjust the thermostat. How do we adjust the thermostat? By challenging our perceptions. Challenging our perceptions. Perception is often tainted by old information and past experiences, things that have happened to us in the past, or we've seen them. Okay, we've okay, we've seen them as happening to us in the past. But what we're doing here and the work that we do together is alchemizing what happened in the past into something that happened for you, not to you. So perception, okay, expanding your capacity. Capacity is a thermostat. How do we expand that? Through expanding our perception and our beliefs, okay, and our thinking, always questioning that. Okay, so women tend to suck at receiving as well, right? It's a necessary skill to manifest new results. I am worthy of receiving. So we are expanding our capacity to perceive and receive. I'm worthy. It is safe for me to receive. It is safe for me to take up space. It is safe for me to not go a million miles an hour. It is safe for me to move in a new way. All of these things help us to receive in a new way. Okay. And then hold. Hold. Have you ever done something new and then talked yourself out of it? Like you even found success in something and then your your mind came in with old information, old stories, and was like, who are you? How selfish. You're taking from others. You don't deserve this. You can't hold this. You're not going to sustain this. Oh my God. That is all lie. Okay. We need to expand our ability to hold new levels. Because when we unlock new levels, I do see life as a game, right? When we unlock new levels and realities, we don't want to have this like roller coaster situation going on. Like, oh, I'm like, we want to hold it. We want to hold it. We don't want to obtain it and then go back to what was. We want to be able to hold it. Okay. I remember the first time I reached $10,000 months in my old business, in my past business. I was like, oh my God, I did it. I did it. And I didn't have anything past that. Like my everything, I'm going to walk you through this. I'm telling you this because this has to do with the visualization we're going to do in a little bit here. So when I reached those 10K months, I was like, I did it. Like, and then I was like, now what? Because I never saw through the 10K months. So I didn't expand my identity and my perceptions past the 10K month. So when the 10K month happened, it was almost like I felt lost. Like I felt like I had achieved, okay, wow, I did it. I thought it would be different, but here I am. And now what? And then my mind was like, that took a lot of work. I don't know if I could do that again. I don't know if I want to do that again. Right? And started to make a story about it. And to be fair, back then I was existing and building my business in a very masculine way. The do have be, right? The hustle grind model, I also say, right? I was fucking forcing. There was no embodiment of the idea, okay? But there was a understanding and a connection to those 10K months. That's why it happened, because I saw myself as the girl who creates 10K months. And I didn't have anything past that. So what happened is I started to make a story around it. And I actually decided this feels so unaligned. And it actually did, right? It felt so unaligned, but I felt so lost because I hadn't expanded my identity to the next level. So I don't want that to happen to you. So we're not going to do that. Right. So it was actually after that that I decided to let it all go and start my own coaching academy because many reasons, but it was this is my soul's work, right? This is it. Okay. And this is one piece of it. This is not it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So my method helps you to free yourself from old information, to heal, to activate, and expand into the version of you here, who you are here to be. It's less about doing and figuring out. It's more about being and remembering. Isn't that beautiful? Less about doing and figuring out, more about being and remembering. I think that's so beautiful. And remember that concept we've been talking about for these 3 days is like, we don't need to spend our whole life regulating and healing. We can do it at the same time as expanding. Okay, I am grounded, I'm regulated, I'm safe, I feel so good and alive in my body. I'm so freaking grateful for what I have right now, what I've created, and I know where I'm going. This is my truth. This is my reality. This is what I am calling in to my 3D world. And as I look around, I see signs of it happening for me everywhere I go. I can't fuck it up. Everything's happening for me. Oh my God, it's so exciting, right? So that's the experiment. Okay. So little side story here. I had a coffee date with a woman I met the other day, who attended one of my actually an event I was speaking at. I was speaking on stage, sharing my expand method on stage and leading the audience through a tapping activation. And this girl doesn't speak much English. She's from Argentina. And we were speaking in Spanish, right? At the event, I spoke in English on the stage. Okay. And so she was not getting everything that I was putting down, but the energy is always what speaks louder than the words. The energy, how you made someone feel is what they actually remember, right? You're like, they don't really remember all the things that you say, but they remember how you made them feel. And that's beautiful. So she came to this event. I didn't know who she was. And she said that she was so moved by not just what I was saying, the energy I was putting out, right? Because remember, she wasn't really understanding the words. The energy that I was delivering and the tapping activation brought her to tears. Like she said, she felt so emotional and such a massive shift that even if she didn't catch all the words, that when it came to actually breathing and tapping and being in the energy of it was I'm trying to remember what the tapping activation was on. It was about I think it was about taking up space because it was a business event for women entrepreneurs. It was about like tapping into your best self, I think it was, like into her energy. It's been a theme for a while here. It's so good. It's just like it's everything. So anyway, like it's so powerful when you are tapping with intention. Life is intention, right? And you, even if you're not fully grasping the words, it's just like such a beautiful experience, and so many shifts can take place. So tapping is an emotional experience. Manifestation is an emotional experience. Tapping speaks to the language of the subconscious mind, right? This, which is basically like the storage space for our information, for like old shit, basically, like information we've collected over our lifetime. So tapping helps us to get it out, to free ourselves from limitation, and to own our truth, to remember who we are, and remember that being is less about putting things on, like, oh, I've got to be like Jocelyn. Oh, I've got to be like this. I've got to be better. I've got to be this person I'm not. No, that's not being. Being is remembering, who am I? What would feel good? And that, for some people, is a really good question. Who am I? Okay. Being is not about being someone you're not, being somebody you think you should be, right? It's not. My private client and people that work with me, I am not coaching them to be like me, even in their businesses. Mm-mm. Yeah, sure, the strategy and the structure relatively similar because I feel like I have found a pretty sweet structure, and I've learned from a lot of coaches, and I've been in business for quite a while. And the strategy, okay, more or less can give you some pretty good pointers, and some things are going to be awesome for your model and some things not, and that's cool. But when it comes to actually showing up, I'm not going to tell you to show up like me. Mm-mm. And I'm going to give you my experience and my suggestions based on what I see about you. But I'm going to hold space for you and create the environment for you to heal and remember who you are, right? So that is what my tapping method helps you to do as well, is to help to free you from old information, from old constraints, right? From the handcuffs of your past, and to own your truth, to be brave and to take new actions in a new way as a new version of you, to take new action in an unshakable way, to normalize new results. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. But to change your results, you need to take new action. But to take new action in a way that feels aligned and exciting and fun and authentic, you need to change who you believe you are. And this is the work we do together. So today's conversation is on activating and expanding. Okay. By now, right now, where we are right now, she's activated, right? Like you have seen glimmers of her. You have felt it in your body. She is activated. You are activated to some degree, correct? Okay. You know, and you can feel that there's more available for you. That's why you're here. You can feel that, right? There's more available, even if you don't know how, even if you don't know what, you just know you're here. You're here with me on part 3 of this conversation. You're in my world. You know I'm here for fucking more. I'm here for more. Okay, so I want you to just do a little check-in right now. You can close your eyes, put one hand on their heart, one hand on the belly, take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale through the straw nice and slow. How are you feeling? How are you feeling after 3 days of hanging out with me? Okay, open your eyes when you're ready. So fun. This is tapping into her, awakening new ideas, expanding through your perceptions, getting rid of old ideas, old stories, becoming aware, first of all, right? Letting go of other people's truths, remembering your own, and letting go of the belief that you need to know how. Letting go of the belief that you need to have it all figured out, or like someone else is a fucking unicorn and you're not. Like, we're all human beings. We're all in this human bodies for this lifetime. We're spiritual beings, actually. We're not just having a human experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are so much bigger than just this human experience, just our circumstances, just this lifetime, and we have the ability to change it. All right, so I want to guide you now through a journey, a visualization to meet her, the version of you who you have been. No, I want to reframe that. The version of you who has been calling you forward. I want you to go and meet her. Okay, she's been calling you to rise. She's been popping in here and there, right? Especially during these 3 days, probably. Right? Maybe she comes in dreams. Maybe she moves through your life in different ways, showing you different possibilities, showing you different options through physical objects. Maybe, someone drives by in this sweet ass car and you're like, fuck, I would love that. Right? Like, I wish that was my car. That's her. Okay. Um, Maybe you have received opportunities. Maybe you're currently going through, a bit of a shift right now, for sure. That's her. You can feel the pull in your soul, in your heart, right? You know you're here and you're ready for something more. Okay, the time has come where you're going to now close the gap. You're going to expand into the possibilities and let yourself be guided. You're going to let go of the hustle, the force, the figuring out, the stress, the overwhelm, and you're going to come to the realization that it's happening for you. Okay, so before we get into the visualization, I want you to get clear on what you want. Maybe write down a couple things, okay? Get clear on what you want. It doesn't have to be all the finer details. It doesn't have to be some like destination, right? We talked about this yesterday. I think it was inside the group chat. Healing is not a destination. Regulating is not a destination. Knowing where you want to go is not a destination because it's going to continue to expand, get bigger, bolder, brighter as you do. As you expand, it's going to change. Okay. So get clear on what you want to feel. Get clear on what you want to feel. How's it going to feel? How do you want your life to feel? How do you want it to feel? Okay. So write that down. And then we're going to go to the time and space when you have that feeling, when you have that desire, that desired outcome, that desired experience that invokes that feeling, that brings that feeling. We're going to go there and we're going to meet the version of you who has it. Okay, so before we get into it, visualization requires you to be playful. Okay, maybe some of us here have been pretty serious for the past years in our lives. This requires you to bend the rules, bend the logic, okay? Get playful, use your imagination and your intuition. You don't need to know all the details. It's better if you don't, okay? Let yourself be surprised. The universe is delivering. It's got you. It's got your back, right? Like Gabrielle Bernstein, the universe has got your back. Okay. So get playful. Don't be so rigid. Let yourself relax. Let yourself feel safe. And you're going to use your imagination, okay, and your intuition. So I'm going to ask you questions, and right away, the first thing that comes to mind is the right answer. And it's funny because I'm like, there's no right or wrong answer. It is an answer, okay? Is it like the only answer? No. Okay, but go with that answer if it feels alive. Are you ready? Find a comfortable seat. I want you to roll your shoulders up and back. Close your eyes down softly. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Nice and slow, feel your body expand. And exhale slowly out through that imaginary straw. Just take one more breath like that. Inhale, nice and slow. And exhale. Feel the parts of your body that are touching the earth right now. Notice how you feel. Remind yourself that you are grounded, you are safe. I will guide you through this visualization, this journey to go and meet her and experience this energy. And I will guide you safely, gently, there and back. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to feel yourself floating up out of your physical body. And I want you to feel yourself floating in space right above your body. And I want you to see your body sitting exactly as you left it, right below you. I want you to take another breath here. And as you exhale, I want you to float through timelines. I want you to see time passing below you. Okay, and I want you to stop right above, exactly above the moment in time where this desired outcome, this feeling that you have been calling in, this feeling of fulfillment, whatever it is, I want you to stop right above it. And I want you to take an inhale here. And as you exhale, you just observe from above, looking down, what is happening? Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, I want you to softly, gently float down into that reality, that moment in time. And as you land gently on your feet, I want you to look around. Take a breath here. Give yourself a moment to arrive. And notice how you're feeling. It is done. It is done. It is done. The very thing, the desire, the experience, the outcome that you have been dreaming of is now your reality. Look around. Move around. Where are you? Who are you with? How does it feel? Take another breath. Soak it in. Exhale. Now I want you to find a body of water or a mirror somewhere you can see your reflection. Move towards this object. And I want you to look at yourself. You notice your reflection smiling back at you. What else do you notice? Take a breath. You did it. You have collapsed time. You are her. She is you. There is no separation. You did it. You are now living that dream, desire, outcome. You feel the gratitude in your soul, in your heart. Take another breath here as it expands through your entire being. As you exhale, you feel the relief. It is done. Take one more look at yourself in the reflection. Just noticing. And then I want you to turn around. And I want you to continue to observe where you are. Who is with you? Where are you? What are you doing? Take another breath. And exhale. Look over to your right. You see a screen, right? There's a screen floating in space, like a projector screen. And I want you to walk over to that screen. You notice something interesting on the screen. You see you on the screen. You are on the screen. This screen is showing you what is next, because there is no destination to your dreams and desires. There's no end results, no end goal. This is where you're going next. You are infinite. What do you see on the screen? What is next for you? Take a breath as you observe yourself on this movie screen. Notice how you feel. Curious, open, excited. Take another breath. Notice how you feel. Again, feeling that gratitude expanding in your soul, in your chest. Gratitude for knowing that you don't need to figure it out. You don't need to force or struggle anymore. There is something happening around you that is so much bigger than anything you could have ever dreamt up. And here you are observing just a piece of it on this movie screen right now. How do you feel? What is happening? Take a breath in. Let this information code into your cells. Let yourself feel the relief, the understanding. It's all happening. You don't need to figure it out anymore. You don't need to force. This is on your timeline. This is on my timeline. It is inevitably mine. I get to experience these experiences. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, you notice the movie screen is starting to shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink. It gets really small. Now it is floating in space. It is this tiny little projector screen. And there is this golden light around it. It's like it's shining, right? Golden white light. It is shining, glowing, vibrating. It comes closer to you. You hold your hand out. It lands in your hand. Still hovering. You close your hand around it. And you feel that certainty. You feel that understanding that, holy shit, this is mine. This is available to me. It is happening for me now. And you take that little tiny projector screen with that beautiful movie that you just saw playing on the screen, playing out your next level, and you put it in your pocket. You hold it close to your body, knowing that it is inevitably yours. You take another breath, and you exhale. You take one more look around. Again, feeling that immense gratitude in your heart. Wow, I did it. I am her. She is me. This is it. And this is just the beginning. You take another breath in. And as you exhale, you float up and out of this realm, this reality, this time and space. Here you are again, hovering above this moment in time, and you see the situation, you see the experience that you were just experiencing down below you. You take one more breath in. And as you exhale, you gently begin to float back through timelines. And you stop right above where you left your physical body of now. And then you can look down, you can see that beautiful body of yours sitting there in that chair or on the floor, laying on that bed, wherever you left that body. You take another inhale. And as you exhale, you slowly, gently, softly float back down into your body of now. Take another breath as you integrate, as you allow that information to code into your being, into your fields. Maybe you feel tingling, warmth, gratitude, excitement, clarity. Take one more inhale, nice and slow. Feel the body expand. And exhale as you ground. Feel the earth beneath you. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. Come back to your body of now. Take your time. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. Take a moment, grab your notebook. You can pause this recording if you're watching on the replay. Write down everything you experienced. Write down anything that feels exciting, alive, anything you want to remember. Write it down. How was it? How was it to be her? How did it feel? You might say, oh, it felt normal, felt the same. All right. How did she look? How did she dress? How did she move? Where was she? Who was she with? So many questions. Maybe it felt similar to what you have been living now, but I'm pretty sure she has some different thoughts and beliefs. She has some different perceptions, and she has some different habits. That's what I want you to get clear on. Because when you can move as her, think as her, feel your body as her, dress as her, go through life as her, it's the little habits that make the biggest impact. It's wild, right? Now, what about the movie screen? What do you see on the screen? And maybe if this is your first time trying this or experiencing this visualization, this time traveling, maybe it was hard to see something. That's okay. Practice this again. Go through this again, because the more you practice this, the brighter it's going to get. Trust me. Okay, because this is us expanding. This is the expand method. This is us expanding through our current perceptions. This is us challenging our perceptions. Because there's no destination. Okay, this next level, next level, whatever you want to say, on the movie screen is just a little idea. It's just a little glimpse into a potential reality that exists for you. Is it going to show up exactly as that? Maybe not, but maybe it is. Maybe it's going to be even better. What if? What if it could be even better? I want you to exist in that. I want you to play in the what if now, from now on. What if it could be even better? Oh, fuck. I'm so open to being surprised. Okay. I want you to hang out with her as much as possible, as much as you can. You go to bed as her. You wake up as her. You drift off to sleep as her, right? You sit out in your lounge chair in the sun, right? Drinking your tea, and you close your eyes and you feel. You get into the frequency of how it is going to feel when that dream desire is your reality. Okay. You can also, this is something I also love to do, you can also journal as her. Journal as that version of you. Okay. I have created a chat GPT that is her. I think I have a video on YouTube that teaches you how to do that on my YouTube channel. You can ask her questions. You don't need to create a GPT of her unless you want to. It's really fun and really convenient. They can ask her questions. They can teach you how to do that as well, by the way. Okay. I taught an event. Gosh, what event was that? Go on my YouTube channel and go into live events, the playlist, and there's one that is on leveraging AI. I can't remember what it is, but anyway, let me find it. You can journal as her. Okay, so what do I mean? You can ask her questions. All right. Anytime that you're feeling unsure, uncertain, shows us, me, that you have lost faith in something. Faith that there is an alternate reality that exists. Faith in her, right? Faith in the universe. Faith in the fact that everything's happening for you. And so the more that you can hang out with her and you can actually journal questions and say, you know, this is what I'm experiencing right now. What would she do? And you can journal, you can tap into that energy and write it out. This is what she would do. Holy shit. It blows my mind every time. I don't do this just with me. I do this with other people as well. As in, I journal and channel other people and other people's perspectives. For example, I say, Bob Proctor actually taught me this. If I was sitting across the table with Bob Proctor and asking him these questions, what would he say? And it's incredible what comes through. Okay, there's a whole Neil Donald Walsh has a YouTube series called Conversations with God. Okay, where he channels, he like has a whole conversation. I believe each and every one of us can do that. You're not alone. Okay, this is not a religious conversation right now, just so you know. But you are not alone. I'm not alone. You're not just your human body. There's so much more available to you right now, even more than you could ever perceive. Okay. And so any time in those moments where you feel alone, remember that you're not. Okay. You are creating, you are the essence of something that is way bigger than you. You have, I did a podcast episode on this a long time ago. Rise Radio on Spotify, right, is my podcast. You are a drop of the ocean. You are not the entire ocean. You're a drop of the essence of. Okay, so then that means that we have the ability to connect in with something so much bigger than us. And this is us through these visualizations, through expanding our perceptions, is remembering that we are here to do so much more. Like our vision and mission on this planet is to serve. Yes, it is to serve. I know that I attract like women who wear their fucking heart on their sleeve, right? Like we are here to serve, to make the world a better place, to help people to live better lives, to help the world to heal, whatever that means for you. And you're not doing it alone. So fun. So anyway, yeah, let me know how that landed for you. If you want to reach out to me directly on Instagram, on Telegram, let me know how it landed. Share your experience in the group as well, and the tap into her Telegram topic inside of the portal, right? So, shall we experience a tapping activation now that she is definitely activated? She is activated. Okay. I love this workshop style class, by the way. I love having you guys take part. I love like um having this interactive conversation with you guys. So I love it so much. Um so we have activated her. Now I want you to tune into how you're feeling right now. Like, yes, I'm unstoppable. I'm unshakable. That is the energy that I want you to continue to carry with you. And that is what the third part of my tapping method helps us to do. Because there's going to be days where we wake up and we're like, ah, what a beautiful day. I'm so grateful to be here. I am so excited for this day. We don't want to be going and tapping on something that, what's wrong with me? There's got to be something wrong with me. No, no, not a chance. And that's a big reason why I created my method, because I was so done with trying to find something wrong with me. I just want to tap into a reality that I am calling in, a reality that is not my 3D reality yet. And that is a big part of how tapping helped me to collapse time and quantum leap my life multiple times. That is how tapping helped me to go from living in government housing as a victim of my circumstances, living in alignment with my results, reacting to my circumstances, to living on the beach in Costa Rica in 9 months. Because I started telling myself a new story and I tapped it in every day. I brainwashed myself into believing something else existed. And this was not me just like being like disconnected from my kids and like just living in la la land, completely like disregarding my 3D reality and like my responsibilities. Not at all. This was me doing in a new way. And what happens when we do in a new way? Everyone around us changes. Our world fucking changes and transforms, and not in a matter of months, in a matter of days, in a matter of moments. When we practice this, we get so good at this, at owning our energy and owning our perceptions and our thoughts, that when I think of something now, it happens. And if I think of someone specifically, I was sharing this the other day, like if I think of somebody, I'm like, ooh, I gotta step into that person or they're gonna show up, because it happens so often where I'm thinking of someone and then they message me. I see them. They come into my world in some way. It's so crazy. So yeah, if you're here watching this, I probably kind of called you. So are we ready to do some tapping? Are we ready to experience this in real time? And I'm going to teach you how to do it. So we're feeling on fire. We're feeling good. We're feeling activated. Now let's tap it in. All right. So find a comfortable seat. Roll your shoulders up and back again. Sit a little taller. We're taller for the crown of the head, okay? Imagine you got that queen crown on. Take a deep breath in through the nose. You can close the eyes down for a second. Exhale through the straw. So good. Okay, open your eyes. Let's start by tapping right on the top of the head. Repeat after me. Today I am deciding, eyebrows, that I am so ready for this next level. Side of the eyes, no more hiding. Under the eyes, no more playing safe. Under the nose, no more worrying of what others might think or say. Under the mouth, no more dimming my light to please other people. Collarbones, I've taken my power back. Under the arms, and how's it feel? Under the chest, and I'm choosing to own it now. Wrists, because today is a brand new day. Top of the head, I feel so fucking alive. Eyebrows, I feel so grateful to be here today. And, or side of the eyes, I feel so solid and grounded. Under the eyes, it is safe for me to move in new ways today. Under the nose, I feel my nervous system calm, regulated. Under the mouth, I'm here to do big things. Collarbones, the world is waiting for me to rise. Under the arms, and as I do, I want to take a moment under the chest to reflect on how far I've come. Wrists, I am so proud of the younger version of me who got me to where I am today. Top of the head, I am so proud of the unshakable woman that I am here today. Eyebrows, every day I can feel myself getting stronger and stronger. Side of the eyes, my light is shining brighter and brighter. Under the eyes, and I'm going to go into my day now. Under the nose, as this turned on and excited version of me. Under the mouth, that knows she can't fuck it up in any way. Collarbones, who knows that she's not alone. Under the arms, I know what I want. Under the chest, and I know how to get it. Wrists, and as I move through my day today, top of the head, I'm going to start to see everything working out in my favor. Eyebrows, because I'm no longer here for anything else. Side of the eyes, my standards have changed. Under the eyes, I have changed. Under the nose, and I'm attracting the perfect people, clients, opportunities. Under the mouth, I am attracting everything I need to me now. Collarbones, and all I need to do is be me. Underneath the arms, and take action as her. Underneath the chest, the action that moves me. Wrists, the action that the younger version of me would be afraid to take. Top of the head, but I'm going to take it today in bliss. Eyebrows, because I believe in me. Side of the eyes, because I trust me. Under the eyes, and I trust in something way bigger than me. Under the nose, I'm not alone. Under the mouth, everything is happening in my favor now. Collarbones, and all I need to do is be me. And so it is. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. It is done, it is done, it is done. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Notice how you feel. Open your eyes. Feel so alive. Feel so. How do you feel? How do you feel? Let me know. Oh my gosh. So fun, right? You notice the shift. This is the work, you guys. We live in a vibrational universe. Like attracts like. Law of vibration, law of attraction. Like attracts like. What idea am I thinking from? What frequency am I sending out? What frequency are you sending out right now? A frequency of excitement, endless possibility, magic. You're expecting everything to work out in your favor, the perfect people, opportunities, clients, experiences, whatever you want is happening for you and it's coming to you now. That is the frequency that you are now emitting right now in this moment. Now, your job, your responsibility is to hold it. And that's the work we get to do together. It's the work we've been doing over these 3 days. Okay, so I'd love to hear how you're feeling. Let me know. So let's bring it all together. Let's bring it to a close. Healing and expanding go together. We heal through expanding. End of story. We heal through expanding. Once you know where you're going, you have that glimmer, you have that feeling, that feeling. And you discover who you need to be. Who is that version of me who has that? And you normalize taking the action and creating new results. The action is blissful. And when the contrast shows up, it's a gift because it shows us our shadows. It shows us what we still might be holding on to, existing through, right? Old stories, old information. It's a gift. We celebrate the contrast. We do not react to it. We do not give it our power. We celebrate it. When the contrast shows up, it is a gift. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Right? Why didn't I buy that jar of peanut butter? And why did I buy this one when I really wanted that one? There must still be something in there. Oh, because I was thinking from an idea of lack and limitation. I'm not doing that anymore. How amazing that I recognize that, right? It is a gift. When we notice the contrast, we tap on it. Give ourselves grace. We free it from our bodies. We forgive ourselves and anyone else involved. We let it go and we keep going because you know where you're going. The only limitation is the limitation you have in your thinking. Okay, and when you keep expanding your perceptions and keep asking yourself, what if it is possible? What if I could have the big one? What if I could do that? What if I could live the life that I can see in my imagination, regardless of what my results are, regardless of what anyone else has told me what is possible or not, regardless of anything at all. Okay, because if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Like Bob used to say, right? You can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And that place has a vibration and a frequency. And when you hold it, you become magnetic. You actually become unstoppable, unfucking shakeable. So good, right? So now you get it. We vent and we process, we build awareness, we vent, we get it out. Awareness never ends. We heal. We give ourselves grace. We remind ourselves, I am safe. Even though there's a younger version of me who would have been scared shitless right now, I am no longer her. And I'm remembering that whatever happened for me. I am now here. I am safe. It is safe for me to move in new ways. It is safe for me to take up space because I am pioneering a new way. I am here to lead. I'm here to do life differently. Therefore, I'm going to do life differently. I'm going to inspire others. I'm going to also probably ruffle some feathers, and that is okay. Right? And then we activate her, and then we expand into it. So fun, right? So I'm so grateful for each and every one of you who have been here over these 3 days with me. I am so grateful for every single one of you watching the replay out in the future there. Like I told you yesterday that I have another surprise for you. So I already told you about the tapping challenge that starts on the 1st of October. I already told you that yesterday. I also gave you the opportunity to get inside for $33. And I gave you the opportunity to upgrade for $11. So you could actually join the upgraded challenge for $44, which gets you weekly live group coaching calls within the 4 weeks. So we have 4 group coaching calls to integrate the information and to hold each other higher, not just accountable. We're holding each other higher, okay? Because this is a tapping challenge on tapping into her energy. We're not playing around here. Okay, so grab the link to that.
I'll put it in the comments, or sorry, in the description on YouTube. It's also in it'll be in my Instagram bio and my stories. It's all over the place. It's in our portal. It's in your email if you registered for this free experience. Choose the upgraded challenge if you want to add on the 4 live group coaching calls. We're going to have a group chat. There's going to be like the challenge is going to be revolutionary, right? We heard from Kelty. We're going to hear from Shayla. Sorry. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be life-changing. Okay. So even after a few days, your outside world is going to start to shift and transform. Like you are going to feel so different, so magnetic, so turned on, high on life, all the things, just like completely unshakable. It's so cool. Like magic, right? This shit fucking works. So 3 people are already inside. I cannot wait to welcome the rest of you in here. I want every single one of you watching on live with me, live on the replay, whatever. I want you inside the challenge with us. Okay. So I told you I have another surprise coming. So the surprise for today is for the woman who knows that she would thrive in a community of other visionary women who are quantum leaping their lives. She knows that she could do this alone, right? She's not looking for someone to fix her or hold her hand or whatever. Like she knows she can do this alone, but she would rather move faster with more space, more flow, more ease, more excitement, more sisterhood, more community, more accountability, more inspiration. She knows that being inside a community would not just hold her accountable, because we're all human, right? Life is lifing all the time, but a community that would encourage her in going bigger, okay, bigger and taking bigger action with way more confidence. That's what she knows, okay? She wants a safe space that will remind her of her truth as she remembers the truth of who she is here to be. A safe space where she can expand, where she can transform. She can be seen in her light. She can be understood. She can be appreciated as the wild and free woman, multidimensional, multi-passionate, unconventional, illogical woman that she actually is. She can be understood and seen, especially on the days that the contrast feels really real. Okay, she wants that. She wants that safe space. This woman is ready for the Quantum Leap Mastermind. Okay, the mastermind is my signature mastermind where we go together. We quantum leap together. So no matter where you are right now, if this spoke to you and your soul, this is for you. Okay, this is a 6-month intimate mastermind. I cap the amount of people that can be inside at 10 because I want this to be an intimate space where everyone gets to speak every week. Okay, because this is not where you just come to receive group coaching. This is where you come to go bigger. This is where you come to show up in the truth of who you believe you are right now and have that truth be fucking challenged. Hear me when I say that. This is where you come to expand your perceptions. The 6-month mastermind for the visionary woman who is on the rise and wants to go together. And I know that this is a lot of you in this space right now. You've been calling in this community. And like I said, it doesn't matter where you are right now. It doesn't matter where you want to go because we go together. We don't hold anyone back or leave anybody out just because someone is further ahead or in their journey or has more practice or awareness or whatever it is. No, we calibrate to the highest. If you are new in this work, if you are new in my world and you're like, fuck, this is for me, but I don't know if I'm there yet, message me directly. Let's have a conversation about it. But also, if you are ready to seriously collapse time, what happens when you're in a space where there is women who have more experience than you? It can feel a little bit like a little fish in the big ocean, right? Well, what happens to that little fish? He does not get eaten. Don't worry. He expands. He goes through a fucking time warps. We collapse time. You go faster with more ease, more space, more flow in a short amount of time. Okay, you don't want to go through force or struggle anymore. You want to create space and ease, bliss, and freedom. So this is where we upgrade. This is where we close the gap, and this is where we leap together. Okay. Are you ready to hear what the bonuses are? If you were paying attention and you're looking on the replays page, I mentioned that there are 3 bonuses happening right now until the end of the month, until the end of September. So you got to get moving. Not only do you get the 6 months inside the Expand membership, okay, you get 6 months inside the Expand membership. You get the tapping library, right? That is undergoing construction right now, and I'm making it a better place. It's been under construction. I've been saying that for a little bit, but it's like I am rehauling it. Okay, there's a tapping library. Always adding in new tapping sessions, activations, so that I want it to be like a library. Like you can literally go in there and find how you're feeling and use that tapping session to release resistance, right? Expand your perceptions wherever you are, you find that and it helps you to move through it. There's also activations, tapping into 10K months, like tapping into the best of yourself, tapping into also that going on there. There's a lot of different ones. Okay, the tapping library is always growing and transforming, and I'm always tailoring it to the women that are inside. So I will often ask, what do you guys want to tap on? Tell me. And I'll create tapping activations or sessions and put them into the library. Okay. We also have 2 times a month group coaching calls inside the Expand membership. So not only are you having those weekly mastermind calls, you're also having those 2 times a month Expand calls. This is high level community conversations. We do have a group chat as well. These are different conversations than we're having inside the portal. Okay, this is higher level community inside the Expand membership. The group coaching calls are going to be a completely different conversation than we are having inside the mastermind. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Mastermind is next level. It is intentional quantum leaping. The Expand membership, group coaching, Q&A, whatever, you come and it is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. It is a place where you can come and bring any questions you have in your life, in your business. You can share exactly what's going on and we can move through it together. In the mastermind, this is specifically quantum leaping, collapsing time. Anytime the contrast shows up, anytime this is where I'm going. Okay, how are you going bigger? How are you going in a way that feels effortless? Different conversation. Okay. And as a bonus, you also get access into the tapping challenge starting on October 1st. And you also get monthly bonus coaching calls with me inside the mastermind because I want to do a pulse check every start of the month. We get on a private call together and we pulse check, we forecast for the month ahead so that we can be intentional about the action you're taking, the thoughts you're thinking, the beliefs you're holding, the habits you have, and you're integrating and you're implementing. You do a pulse check every month. Okay. Besides that, those aren't even the 3 bonuses that I was telling you guys about. These are going to blow your damn mind. They are going to blow your mind. Like, as I was like creating these, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got to bring this to life. So the first bonus, when you join the mastermind before the end of September, is bonus access into the beta course, the Quantum Leap course. Yes, there is going to be a course companion that goes along with the mastermind. It'll be a 3-month on-demand program that will be an add-on to the mastermind. And I'm going to run it live and you get bonus access into it live. Okay, once the course is actually built out, the price of the mastermind will quadruple. So you get bonus access. You get to basically help me build it out. And you get access into it. So that's the first bonus, right? This course is going to be a roadmap to quantum leaping. It's going to be like a step-by-step roadmap to collapsing time. That was gross. chunky matcha. Oh. This will be your roadmap. It'll show you identity upgrading, right? Identity is at the core of this because we don't manifest what we want or what we need. We manifest who we are being. So it's going to be a lot of identity, deep identity work. Okay, that's the first bonus. Bonus access into the beta, the Quantum Leap course. Amazing. So what do we want to say the value of that is? I don't even know. Like $1,500? North? Yeah, it would be way more than that. I'm just ballparking. Okay, second bonus. As you might know, I'm hosting a retreat in Costa Rica in April 2026. The retreat is on the concept of being her. It is your opportunity to put this work into practice, into real life living. The moment you get on that airplane to come and see me in Costa Rica, you are her. The gap has closed. Everything that we are going to do, the way I'm going to receive you at the airport, and yes, I am going to receive you at the airport, the way we are going to move through the retreat, move through our days, the experiences we are going to have, the places we are going to go, the places we are going to stay, the food we are going to eat is all going to be done in an elevated state of awareness. It is going to be done in a new way. This is your opportunity to come to Costa Rica, hang out with me, and be her. Okay, so I am currently rebranding the retreat and I'm going to start selling it publicly in October. Okay, pre-sale pricing is available right now for the retreat with a very flexible payment plan. We've got still some months to play with, right? So I want to see all of you in real life coming to Costa Rica where we can be her in person. This is next freaking level. This will no doubt close the gap. Okay, so the bonus, however, is not the retreat. It is not the retreat. That is not the bonus. The bonus that you get when joining the mastermind before the end of September is a mastermind day at the freaking retreat. A mastermind day. We have a bonus day of the retreat only for mastermind clients, where we are going to spend the day experiencing next level luxury, next level experiences. This is going to be so fun because this is your opportunity to mastermind for us, to mastermind together in person. And there are some really cool experiences here in Costa Rica. Really cool places I'm going to take you. So this is going to be very, very, very special, very expansive, very transformational, and very clarifying. Very clarifying. It will challenge your beliefs. It will leave your old perceptions out in the cold. Like it will seriously just like catapult you onto a completely different timeline. All right. And then what is the third bonus? The third bonus is if you are like, how can this get any better? You've probably heard me saying that I have been working on creating a certification for the Expand Tapping Method. Some of you have voiced your excitement on how you would love to go through a training and certification specifically on my method. We did a little training over these 3 days. You know a bit about my method now, and maybe you feel pretty confident in creating your own tapping sessions and activations. And I hope that now you're playing with it. How cool would it be to go through a full training and certification? I don't have all the details. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 6 weeks long. It might be longer with an integration period. The bulk of the program will be 6 weeks, but we'll probably spend 3 months together. So what's the bonus? If you join us inside the mastermind before the end of September, You get access to the first cohort. I'm going to keep it capped, intimate. You get access to the first cohort, and you get to be in way closer proximity when we go through it. Okay. This is really, really exciting because I personally think that tapping is becoming a very powerful and practical and very like well-known skill, right? It is a tool that a lot of people now are recognizing, specifically when it comes to healing practitioners, somatic healers, you know, even like some sorts of alternative doctors are recognizing, you know, even teachers, leaders, coaches who isn't using tapping now. So this is a very actually powerful opportunity for you to pioneer in a new way. Because as you experienced, the tapping method, the expand tapping method is not your average tapping method. So this is not just for you, this certification. This is for you to be able to take this method and integrate it into your life. Yes, use it with your kids, right? Transform your personal life, but it's also for you to utilize in your business. Excuse me, whatever your business may be, with your clients, right? In your business, and transform your results, help your clients transform their results. It is such a powerful opportunity. So you get access into the first cohort of the tapping method if you are inside the mastermind. And like I said, you get closer proximity as we go through it. Like we are going to be working pretty closely together through that certification. And there is a chance that, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. There's going to be a course book. Like it's going to be absolutely beautiful. It's going to be incredible. So that's really exciting. Do I know when it's going to be happening yet? The actual certification? No, I do not know when it's going to be happening yet. My expectations, my intuition is telling me Q1 of 2026. All right. Are you ready to join the mastermind yet? So you can join us for $555 a month for 6 months. If you pay in full, you get a little bit of a discount. Okay, so the link will be on the replays page. The link will be in your email. You can DM me on Instagram at the Jocelyn Dawn. If you have any questions, if you want some clarity, is this for me? I'm not sure. Message me directly. I would love to chat. If you have any hesitation right now, message me right now. If there's something inside of you that is like, this is for me. I know this is for me. Oh my God, I've been calling this in. Don't fucking question that. Go now and message me. Okay, you can go now and join right now if you know this is what you've been waiting for. You can go and join right now. But you can also message me so I can hold you accountable. If you know you're like, this is totally for me, I've been calling this in, but I'm gonna call myself out. Or there's part of you that's like, I should go and ask my husband first. You know, you're looking for validation outside of yourself, and that doesn't ever end well. Okay. So move on this. Don't sleep on this. Do not tell yourself, yeah, later I'm going to do this. Do it now. Okay. Because we know the tendency is to look around, you know, look for a sign. Maybe you're going to find a sign that's going to say, fuck yeah. But if you need a sign, this is your goddamn sign. You're here and it's time. All right. So go grab the link, go DM me, go start a conversation with me. Let's chat about it. If you're not, I'm not going to convince you to join the mastermind. If you don't feel that it's right for you right now, it's not right for you right now. Okay. And that is totally fine. That is just right now. That decision, that feeling, that perception can change and shift very quickly. But I'm never going to convince you because I don't want you inside if you are not fully in alignment with this, with what we're doing here. And if you don't believe you are ready to change, you're never going to change. If you don't believe you're ready to expand, you're never going to expand. If you are going to continue to tell yourself that your results are real and this is only what's available to you right now, there's nothing I can do or say that will change that for you. Okay. It's not until you decide, holy shit, I'm so ready for a change. I'm on the edge of my freaking seat right now. And I know that working with Jocelyn, being in her energy, being in her world, being in a group experience like this is going to completely transform my entire life. That's where we move from. Not from lack, not from fixing or like, anything like that. I know. All right. So this value is obviously insane. I can't wait to see you guys inside the tapping challenge. I can't wait to see some of you inside the mastermind. This is going to be absolutely incredible. We are going to change the fucking world over the next 6 months together. Of course, there is an option to re-sign as alumni, which brings its own set of bonuses and benefits. Incredible. All right. You have found your community. You have found the people who think like you. So welcome, welcome in. I am so excited for you. And I'm so grateful that you're here and that you've hung out with me this long over these 3 days together. I can't wait to see and experience the magic that you are creating and that you are here to create in the world. Like, it's up to you. The ball's in your court. Move on it now. Don't sleep on this. Let's take action as her. What would she do? She would move. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to hang out with you more in the group chat. Those of you that are inside VIP, we've got until October 1st. If you want to get into VIP for $44 and receive pretty much private coaching from me in a very small group until October 1st, come in and upgrade. Okay. Get inside the challenge, upgrade for that $11 that expires tomorrow night. So Sunday night that expires. You can upgrade. The price is going to go up tomorrow night to upgrade, to add on those weekly group coaching sessions. Okay, so go have a fantastic day. Remember to take this energy with you, take action in a new way. As her, you have changed. You're not who you were a few days ago, and neither am I. And it's so exciting. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you over in our group chat over in the portal. And I can't wait to see you, and I can't wait to expand with you. Let's go.